Remember the feeling of my fingertips on your skin, and the way that our kisses taste sweeter after drinking, and the way that I rage into your love while you breathe me in, just so you can fill me with you even when I'm not around. Don't forget my love. Don't forget my love.
So we're joined today by Bolton Wanderers women first team coaches Jordan and Lee. So if you could just tell us a little bit about yourselves and how you got into football coaching.
Hi, I'm Lee Atkinson. I'm one of the first team coaches. I got into coaching in the women's game through my daughter mainly. She started playing football 6 years ago. They didn't have a coach, so I stepped in, and really it's progressed massively from there, and I'm here now.
So my name's Jordan. I got into coaching due to getting a career in a young age, going to college, going to university, doing my coaching badges. I then got offered a challenge of women's football coach at an old club I used to coach for, which was a massive step from under 18s all the way to open age. Then obviously came on board with Bolton Wanderers women.
Okay, and what was it that drew you into the women's game?
I think for me it's exciting. It's something that I don't think gets the publicity it deserves. I think it's something big that's happening that needs to be more known. For me, it's the more people that get down and watch a women's game, I think the more people will like it.
So yeah, I managed to get into the women game by, I noticed a lot of clubs in the local areas had a shortage of women coaches. So when I received an offer to say, can you help me come on board as a women's coach, I snapped up the opportunity straight away, and I thought it's a great way to start my coaching career, get involved in helping the women's game grow as big as possible, whether that's grassroots all the way to the top level, and I've never looked back since stepping up into women's football.
So do you think there are any differences between the men's and women's game?
So I think the women's game is very technical. There's a lot more beautiful football what we get our players to play like,
Yeah, I agree.
what other teams play like. You see a lot of the men, you know, they play a long ball, they play a certain way. With our women's team, we like to play a specific style of football, and it just looks beautiful to watch.
Yeah, I agree with that. With Jordan on that one. It's good.
Do you think the Lionesses' success in the Women's Euros could help the level Bolton Wanderers ladies play at?
So yeah, I think the Lionesses' success this summer was an absolute fantastic achievement, not only for the Lionesses but for girls and women up and down the country to step up and to say, I can play football as well. It's not just a men's sport, it's not just a boys' sport, everyone can play it. And the women's success at the Euros is a step in the right direction to making football for women and girls in the right manner in this country.
I think it's amazing. I think they've got those role models now to look up to as well. Such a massive achievement for the women, and we've got those players there now that want to be like those players as well, which is huge.
So on that note, where and when are Bolton women's matches played, and is there a cost associated with watching them?
So we tend to play our home games at the Lostock Academy facility of Bolton Wanderers. We don't charge at the moment. We're still establishing ourselves as a fantastic football club. We want to keep pushing ourselves, get a bigger fan base, get up to the leagues, and we'll go from there. But at the moment, we kick off at 2 p.m. on Sundays at home at Lostock Academy.
And will you be releasing a fixture list? Have you got you've got some social media accounts now, haven't you? So
We have had the fixtures released. We've only had the first 4 games released so far, but we got promoted last year from the Lancashire County League, so we're now in the North West Regional League Division 1. So the fixtures are all online, but I will send them over to you as well, so you have everything.
Real. And how is your relationship between the women's team and Bolton Wanderers Football Club?
So the relationship is very, very good. We are currently run out of the community trust throughout the football club of Bolton Wanderers. We get to use the wonderful academy facilities where obviously the men first team train. We get to come down to the stadium, have wonderful signing on days, play future matches at the stadium. So the club relationship with ourselves is really positive.
That's really good to hear. So the next 5 years, what are your main goals for the team?
For me, it's to get the club where it belongs. I feel the higher up the division, the better. For us coming in as us coaches, we're quite competitive coaches. We really want to push this team as far as we can, get up there as quickly as we can as well. We understand that it's not going to be an easy job, because there's a lot of very strong teams out there, but we want the best, don't we? We want to try and push to win the leagues if we get put in those leagues.
Yeah, we're currently in obviously the FA Cup, so we have a big challenge for this season especially, to establish ourselves within this level. Hopefully get a good run through the FA Cup. We can reach as far as we can reach. You know, the sky's the limit for us. We don't say we're expecting, you know, first round, second round. The sky's the limit. We want to keep pushing, and the higher we go in the leagues, the more we can establish, not only from the women's first team perspective, but from our reserves team all the way down to our young girls, that we set an example and they can all come through the ranks from the young girls all the way through to the first team.